someone were to ask me to mention some of my accomplishments that I am proud of, one of them would be I moved to France and lived there for 7 months at the age of 21. I didn't always think this was an accomplishment though. I mean, when you look at other people on the internet owning their own houses and cars at 19, traveling the world at 20, and having successful businesses at 21, living in Russia for a year abroad program 3 to 4 years ago, and now having lived in France for a few months does not seem like much of an accomplishment at all. But hey, if we always approached life with that mindset and compared ourselves to others in that sort of bad, they're better than me, I haven't done anything with my life kind of way, not only would it be bad and steal our joy from every process and season of life, it would steal our gratitude away. Gratitude to God for His faithfulness, provision, protection, for bringing us thus far. I mean, we're still alive. So, living as a language assistant in France has left me with nothing but beautiful stories, experiences, and testimonies to tell. This is the first part of the My Last Days in France video series. There are only two videos. Everything that happened in this first video happened before the Sidon vlog that is already up on my channel, and everything that happened in the second video happened after the Sidon vlog. I just thought that was interesting to note. You guys, please, I'm not even sure what the progression of this voiceover is. I have a bunch of things to say and I can't say it all even in two videos. However, I'm realizing that I don't need to say it all. I'll say what I can and hope it helps someone, and that will be it. So in summary, I'm just going to wing it and say things as they come to mind. I came to France. The first few weeks were not easy, as it probably is with every move and new adventure, and I already talked about the things that happened in the videos I made during that time. Language assistant community or hands had two meetings throughout the 7 months, and I really enjoyed them. The second more than the first because I was obviously more acquainted with people by then. Eventually, I found two communities and a friend. The first, Église Évangélique Baptiste Laurence. I woke up one Sunday morning planning to finally plant myself in a church, as they say. I had in mind one church to go to already, but that morning I prayed and asked the Holy Spirit to guide me, and He did. So I leave my house, I type in the name of the church on Google Maps, and I start the journey. I take a bus, and I start walking and walking and walking, and then I notice, wait, I've been around the church before and this is not where it's supposed to be. Then I realized that I typed in the wrong name, and immediately I was about to turn around, but then I remembered, oh, you asked the Holy Spirit to guide you. Isn't this Him guiding you now? So I went into the church and they were sort of having a lunch that day, and I ate, and the rest is history. When you acknowledge God in all your ways, or even just generally living a Christian life, things aren't really coincidences anymore. But I could have easily waved that thought that came to my mind aside and gone to the church that I thought I was supposed to go to. God wouldn't have forced me, and that's how it usually is. The Holy Spirit will speak to you through the still small voice or however He speaks to you, but you still have to make the final decision on whether or not to obey. The second community, although there are literally just like 6 of us, I don't know if that's enough people to make up a community, is the African assistants. After the second meeting of language assistants, the Africans that were there decided to have a meetup. And we did, although we met up just once. After that, once in a while, I met up with Intando, who some of you already know, and also Irene and Lucy. With the Africans, not only did we find comfort in sharing our very similar experiences as Africans living abroad, I found it quite intriguing how different our accents were. It was just interesting to me how distinct each of us are.
Uh, Hotel deposit doesn't mean hotel. Doesn't mean where you go if you want to. En Espagne, hein? Ça va? Ça va? Pour ma part, je n'ai rien accompli.
And then there's Melody. I don't have any video with her though, but she lived with me in the high school where I stayed. Sort of, she had her own place there, and she had also been an assistant, a French assistant in Germany. So she sort of understood what I was going through at the beginning stages when I arrived. We went bike riding once and we went swimming 3 times. She basically helped teach me how to swim a lot. I also had dinner at her place twice and we've chatted a lot. And when I was coming back home to Nigeria, she kindly helped drive me to the station, even though there were some complications. But yeah, just knowing sometimes that she was there in the university during the holidays when there was no one around was sort of a comfort to me, even though she also traveled a lot.